Alright. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, one and all, to another Thursday night here in Cardiff. I'm Kitty, that's Fish, and we're here with another rendition of Road to the Winter Cup. How you doing, mate?
Mate, it's going to be a good night. We have got 4, possibly 5 rounds of the hottest Final Fantasy action this side of the equator. And, well, it's going to be great.
Winter Cup's only a couple months away. We've just had a month and a bit.
Right?
Jeez, time flies. No, I'm on the Christmas schedule at the minute. I'm just counting down the days to half-term, Christmas, and Winter Cup. Get your priorities in order.
Oh, mate, it's going to be a great weekend. Action-packed. Still only 40 tickets sold so far, so guys, get your tickets in.
Get your tickets.
What are you waiting for? Like, it's going to be the greatest Christmas party you'll ever go to.
And the greatest Christmas party you will ever been to.
Yeah.
Everything you need is right here. We've done promotions. We've got a post out there from Dan. We're doing everything we can. So please come down and show your support with the Cactuars and the FFTCG scene in general. Because it's just such a great community.
It is, man. And every tournament that's held, regardless of location, is always excellent. But here, Firestorm always, and especially big shout out to Gareth for putting on such excellent venue and always putting in that extra mile just to make everything excellent for us, you know.
Well, that being said, we are, of course, here to play some games, and we've got someone that you guys may recognise in the first round. We got a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. Who have we got?
We have got the man, the myth, the legend himself. We have got Sam Jackson going against Adam, the Stagman. Ooh, indeed. So, Jacko is going to be repping some Mono Ice and Adam with Cloud Pod.
Cloud Pod is a deck that I've always found interesting, especially since the last set, because everyone sees different ways you can approach Cloud Pod, and the new Avalanche guys have come out and had a little bit of spice. I'm not quite sure which version Adam is running. The new Zac is something that I've seen a fair few people trying out. Cecil, Win Cecil to bust out triple Aerith, to constantly do those resources. What do we got? We've got an Elf in hand, we've got a Siege in hand. This is a good start for Cloud Pod. We've got a Jessie as well. That's only a perfect start for Cloud Pod.
That's totally stacked.
Ooh.
To be honest though, I'm very interested in seeing what Jacko pulls up here.
Adam knows it.
Yeah, I mean, Jacko was actually saying earlier how he wanted to borrow a new Ashtola, so I feel that we can at least consider that being played at any time.
Well, this is it. So, question number 1 for the Mono Ice. Did he get the Theodore? Did he get the Boss Man? I see a new Ashtola. He did get the Theodore. Alright, Boss Man setting up shop. Alright, 2 turns and then he's open for business. For those of you that don't know Theodore, if he comes into the warp, you discard 3 cards. Discarding 1 hurts. Discarding 2 really hurts. Discarding 3?
Oh, mate, it's a card you never want to see your first turn. But then Adam's had such an excellent start, I don't think it really matters for him, right?
No, and this is it. I genuinely, Mono Ice going first versus Mono Ice going second, it's a big difference. I don't know about you, but I've certainly noticed that. Because not being able to get that Theodore in that turn can be the life and death difference here.
Exactly, and there we go. In the namesake of the deck, Adam going in with the Cloud. Lovely card. Tap at any time, basically. Well, except the first turn is played, obviously. And go find something of a cost 1 higher, right?
Yep.
So,
and the Cloud can play anything. It only needs to send an FF74, but it can pull anything out of the deck. It can pull a Cecil. It can pull any other particular techs. I've seen Bash played a fair bit to ramp up into some higher things.
So some of the combos that this deck can go off now, especially with the Avalanche Barret, the 3-drop one. It's disgusting.
Avalanche Barret with Siege is so troll. Right. It's so funny because you don't expect it. At least you didn't expect it before. But then which mad scientist cooked that up in the kitchen? Ishtola.
Yeah, talking of Ishtola, here's the new one itself.
So I like this because Jack has recognised this cloud's got to die. You can't let this Cloud live because it will start doing stupid things. There's another thing. There's a Yuffie. That was a good hit. Because
I'm glad you caught that because the glare I could not see that at all. But
Yuffie shines bright like a diamond.
At least saying the Holy Ghost this time, Kitty.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Cloud.
Yeah.
But, so what do we got? We've got a Tifa in hand. We've got that Elf is still in hand, I believe. And there's still a Kusith. So Adam's got options here. And it's interesting to see his thought process because while Ishtola could kill the Cloud's small. It's not going to kill anything bigger than the Cloud. And Adam does have to bearing in mind that Theodore is coming in next turn. That's it. That's what we like to see. Get the Tifa, kill the Y'shtola, and now he can just... Ooh, that is pitch perfect. Gold star for Adam.
Yeah. And also, I know we kind of rushed into it, guys. Welcome to all you viewers joining us tonight. Obviously, let us know where you're hailing from. Any questions, or if there's anything you want to ask Mr. Kitty or Mr. Fish, feel free.
Whether you're calling from Tibet, Timbuktu, Treorchy or Texas, we want to know.
That's some excellent little pitter-patter there, mate. I love it.
I used to love the Treorchy male voice choir back in the day. Gave me a real sense of Welshness. We, of course, don't talk about Wales because the World Cup happens, and the less said about that, the better. So we talk about cards now.
You had to bring up the rugby, didn't you? I'm just going to
Everyone have to bring up the rugby.
I'm going to mope in the corner, like...
So, we have a Theodore. And the Theodore is 9k first strike, so it's no slouch.
It is not. Adam, nothing left though, but he's on 4 backups. The dollar freeze there.
I like that. Cost free because the Theodore did enter. We're checking the wording on that. I believe the wording is...
this one, right?
Yep. Ice Forward has entered the field this turn. Theodore has entered the field this turn. Oh, he had the syphilis. He has syphilis. Jacko has syphilis, guys.
And much like back in cowboy times, there ain't much of a cure for that syphilis.
Physalis, I'm just going to say syphilis because it's too funny, is the perfect foil to Theodore because Theodore puts your opponent on 0, and then syphilis is going to get you a draw and a dull freeze. Dull freeze into Siege makes total sense because Siege is a very key combo piece.
And a Rufus to follow her up, man, that's just nasty.
Does he have? He has a Reno and a Root, so the Rufus does cost 2 and he's getting the Reno back. Now, if I'm Jacko, I'm definitely thinking about tossing the next 2 draws to play the Reno, tap the backup, get the Root, and really put some pressure on. Adam did just show us his hand, but I missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that one. Give us a hint. Give us a hint. Are they big? Are they blonde?
I mean, it's not obviously going to be a Shantato that could help him here. I mean, what's he got? So he's got a
Y'shtola
and a Rem?
Yeah, REM.
I mean, you play the Y'shtola, but to what effect? I mean...
So he's using the Rem. That's perfectly understandable. We know he's under Siege, yet I like this thought process because Siege is going to go do its thing. Now, what do you want? What do you want? Polk is an option that he could get. He could get the Barrett. He could get the Barrett. He gets the Barrett.
Because that gives the break, right? So
yeah, here's a break because the Siege has broken his turn, and because Jesse is on the field, Barrett costs a grand total of
1.
0.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, 'cause it can become 0.
It can become 0.
Excellent. And I mean, the problem is you're spoiled for choice on your targets here. But yeah, it's got to be the Physalis. That's going to be giving a lot of value. I mean, the Rufus is still going to hurt, and oh, and there's the Rem follow-up, of course. That was awesome. I think that's I think that's one for Jenny to make a note of because that was just brutal. But
Jacko's board just got bent over.
But he did manage to follow it up with Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning's good. Lightning's good. And at this point, Jacko is kicking himself for keeping a card in hand because, of course, if he had 0, Lightning would be dealing an extra point of damage.
Yeah, that it would. But that Rem play there from Adam, that was... hell, I'll say it, that was inspired.
I tell you what, Jacko's losing his religion really quickly here.
Oh, come on.
That's him in the corner.
And the funny thing is, he's actually in the corner.
He is in the corner. He is in a tight corner. He's got to battle back through this. He is swinging with the Lightning, and, I mean, what else can he do at this point? He's got to go on the offensive. Yep, Theodore.
I mean, again though, like the scoreboard, although Adam is down 4-0, the score does not belie how close this game actually is, and that's why I love Final Fantasy as a TCG. Like the back and forth we get from it. It happened last week, happened the week before that. You always get edge of your seat moments.
So we know. Ooh, another Rufus. Another one.
Yeah.
And yeah,
makes sense.
That
I mean, that's the one thing that you've got to try and keep down now if you're Adam. But that's damage 5 though. Can he answer with only 2? And there's a Barrett in hand.
So Just remind me, does Barrett need to doll itself to get the kill? He does. Now this is very crucial because he does have the elf, and the elf was his way of killing something. There we go, that's perfect. Yep, doll Barrett, choose a forward, break it.
So it looks like a Barrett and a Warrior Light in hand there for Adam, so it doesn't look like any of those are going to help him here.
No. Because
he can't play the Warrior of Light, and the Barrett obviously already being out.
I think Rem can activate the Barrett, can it not?
That is a good idea.
So Rem can activate the Barrett, and then he uses the elf, and then the Barrett can get the kill. That is a very expensive sync. He's thinking about it, and it's whether he can notice this line of play. In fact, it's probably the only line of play he's got, but he's still staring down a Rufus, and Rufus is really scary at this point because it's just going to be netting constant value. Adam has to deal with either the Rufus or the Lightning, which is really annoying to leave that Theodore sitting there, but otherwise we're going to have to figure something out. Now, Fish is off running some errands, so let's see what we can do here. Jacko has lethal on board. Adam's kept the cards in hand because he knows he doesn't want Lightning to get that extra point of damage. So, we good?
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Back in attack. There's the Rem activation. Here's the Elf Pop. You ever try Elf Pop? Really good soda.
Sure. Sorry, I'm flustered, guys. We're having a problem with the battery on the laptop because apparently I'm a spastic that can't work out which plug is which. So.
I mean, we're plugging Final Fantasy and Cactuars here. It's pretty obvious. You read the mission statement. We are here on behalf of the Lord and Saviour, Theodore.
Yeah.
And his message is, thank God that Rufus died and not me.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, again, though, like, Adam is spoiled for choice on the targets, but...
Tifa is big, though. I believe Tifa does have a damage buff on its damage 3, I want to say off the top of my head.
Let's find on out.
Nope, I'm wrong, but this Tifa does take reduced damage. This is the key point.
Okay, so it could survive
it
the
tanks
first
the Theodore. It can't tank the Lightning.
But why is it dead, though?
Because it would take 7k from the Theodore. And
then is it double blocked? Okay.
Yeah, double blocked.
Right.
The main thing is, this way, Adam kept cards in hand, which meant he didn't take the Lightning damage.
Yes.
And now he has options. That is a Yuffie.
Another Barrett, the Warrior Light still, and an Ishtar, Amaterasu.
He can't play anything. He physically cannot play anything.
Does a lightning effect go on the stack at any point?
It just happens at the end. It checks, and if you have 0 in hand, yay! If not, oh, I'll bend it up next time.
Okay.
But Adam physically cannot play anything.
So the only thing I think he can do here is hope that Jacko doesn't have some sort of dull and freeze and maybe block, then take the tap and break.
Yeah, he can Ami something. That's about the only thing he can do. He can't play a Barrett. Barrett's already on board.
Yeah.
He can't play the wall.
But what is he thinking?
He can discard the wall for the Yuffie. Okay, you can discard the wall for the Yuffie, fair enough, but is that what you want to be doing? He has to. Yeah.
I'm not sure on that. I think he could have easily have just kept that in hand.
No, he needs the body. He needs the body to keep him from dying.
He could, but like because he had the Amaterasu in hand, in theory he could use that on any effect that Jacko plays onto the field, block and then kill the other attacker with the Barrett. So
this Yuffie's sitting at 7 because he has the 3 characters. This is down to, and Jacko's got 4 cards in hand. I'm assuming he has got a way to deal with this. Adam's sitting with 2, so we know he can not cast the Ami. Yeah, there it is. Reno, rude.
Yeah.
It's not rude, it's disgusting. But he's going to get the body, he's going to dull and freeze, I would assume the Barrett, just for posterity's sake. Yep, give it aced. Swing, play a rude. Adam probably should tank this with the Yuffie because it's the trade, and then he just loses.
Yeah.
There's a cloud.
And I think that is probably all that was said. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Oh man, that again, the score does not belie how back and forth that was. Adam, unfortunately, having to deal with some heavy discard early on, probably cost him that. But
I taught people last week when I won. Mono Ice is a good deck.
Man, Mono Ice has always been a fairly good deck. It's again recently just had those extra 1 or 2 cards that just push over the top.
I mean, I say that Ishtola is an absolute house.
I know, right?
Like, under no circumstances before would Mono Ice have killed that cloud that efficiently for what they could have done. It would have had to have been some weird convoluted break that they would have had to combo some pieces together. Nah, I'm just going to throw down a body and kill it. See you later.
Yeah.
Ta-ta.
The potential for the haste, the potential for the kill, it felt like, again, a lot of the stuff that we've been seeing, the new Reno, that little bit of haste coming in to Ice is just nasty. Like it's just nasty. But,
that's what we can expect. And he's done it. He's done it. I talked about this. Play the Barts. Play the Barts. Play the Barts. People, this Barts can search Cissnei. It can search Kate Sith. It gets you a crystal for Toto. I am running out of things to put on this checklist, so I'm hoping you get the point.
It searches backup Shantaro as well. Like, that's nasty enough.
That is a very good point, actually. That is a very, very good point. I didn't even consider that.
Yeah, Paul did that to me earlier, and I was just like, oh yeah, that's a thing, because it now says character, not forward, like the fan translation.
And the crystal. And what this means is that with Legend Shantoto, you don't have to worry about where you're sourcing your crystals from, because it just generates it automatically. Cissnei has obvious synergy within the Turks package, and Kate Sith is just good catchy. We have to get our politically correct spelling out of here. We have, of course, a professional broadcast. Either way, it disrupts the hand. It makes things annoying.
Yeah.
So your options are there. So I think we're gonna have a couple seconds break, and we'll get Jacko back over into his regular seat.
Yeah, again back in front of the camera, in front of the camera. So we will be right back, guys.
Hello guys, welcome back. We have Jacko here, clear winner, absolutely smashed that. Good to see that even though you've been behind this desk for so long, you still have what it takes. How do you feel after that?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think the deck kind of plays itself. But no, it felt very weird actually being on the other side for once. Nice though, it's nice to get back playing.
You're UK champion for a reason. We can't escape this fact. It's up there in black and white across the ceiling. That being said, obviously Mono Ice. Bread and butter, well known for it. How have you found the Dissidia boxes influence this deck?
Yeah, I know, and we've spoken a lot about this ourselves, but I really like the new cards. I think universally, we all agree that Ice. It's been a while since Ice got good starter cards. The last time Ice had starter cards were the FF13 stuff, and that was just like blindsided by all the Firelight and stuff. Of course. So it's been a while since Ice got some good starter deck cards, and starter deck cards always make an impact, regardless of whichever format. If you look historically, whenever they've come in for that 0.5 Opus, they've always been playable, they've always made an impact. I know a few people are playing the other cards, so I'm always looking for ways to update the Mono Ice list. Like it's always been a pet deck. I think Mono Ice, it gets not enough people play it in my opinion. Ever since Theodore's been printed, I've played a version of that deck and I've always done well with it. I think it's still the type of pressure it can put on is like extreme in certain matchups, and especially with the more people not playing it, the more surprising it is to other people. But yeah, some of the new stuff, I think the new stuff really actually, and I know I discarded the Nox at the beginning, but the new stuff really is the Ishtola. It's an absolute beast, as we saw you using last week. And the new one that I've added in, which I kind of showed a bit on stream as I was talking out of it, is the Barts. So the list that obviously you used last week, I hadn't actually seen the Barts. And when I read that card, I was like, Jesus, this card isn't actually so good.
It works because I assume we've got the Kate Sith and the Cissnei in there as our backup target.
2 Kate Sith, Cissnei, and 1 Quistis. 3 CP Quistis that lets you reveal top 4 and add an ice card.
Yeah,
Because
no,
the
sure.
deck
Why
doesn't
not?
really play odd-costed backups. That's the only odd-costed backup you play. Lots of 2s and 4s, which is fine because actually, when you think about your curve, you go 2 CP backups into a 4 CP backup.
Yeah.
You then play armorers for free. So
Yes,
actually,
yes.
it's not the end of the world. You don't have odd-costed backups.
So is the Mog 13 gone then?
Mog 13 is gone.
Sure.
Just because I find that you nat draw lightnings quick enough, and if you draw the Teodor and the Ysael, you can always search the lightning off the Ysael if you haven't got Physalis. But the thing is, with the new Y'shtola, there's so many payloads off Teodor now. Y'shtola, Physalis, and lightning. That previously with the deck is you were searching for one of the payloads, either lightning or Physalis, and a lot of time it's Physalis. But now having 3 different payloads, it's a lot easier. You're not struggling so much to try and follow up those Teodor turns. I think a lot of people, the reason why people haven't been playing the Teodor is a lot of times decks don't have the right follow-up,
Yes.
whereas now you've got the armory there. So yeah, it really, that's helped out loads. And the Bart, Ice has been craving a backup engine, right, for since the dawn of time.
Lock was used for the longest time with the
Yeah.
Celeste just because it was the only viable option.
And I'm still playing it, mainly because I just really like the Celeste as opposed to necessarily the Lock. But being able to search those 3 Dissidia targets, but I think the most busted thing is the Barts, and I was showing Adam at the end, is the Barts when it enters, not only does it search a Dissidia character, gains a crystal.
What uses crystals? You may hear us.
Shantoto, baby.
Shantoto Legends.
Yeah.
We don't want that new one in here.
No.
Why? We've got the Crandula Crantoso
Yeah,
right now.
and you literally, you get the hand trap sorted, you play the Bart, you search the Shantoto and get the crystal, all you need is 2 ICP and you've dull the whole board. I played a game earlier and having played Mono Ice since Teodor came out, I've never got Shantoto hand trap off. I got it off 3 times in one game. Right, I played Bart, searched it, did it, Bart's died, played another Bart's, searched it, did it again, and then removed the Bart's from break zone, got a crystal and did it a 3rd time.
It's not just the Barts, the Terra can also generate
Yeah,
crystals. I mean, it's a bit more of a niche scenario, obviously, because you do need the DFF. So,
Yeah.
if we're ranking Y'shtola, Terra, Noctis, where are we seeing them as, like, are they, for anyone that's out there looking to build Mono Ice,
Sure.
are they staples, are they
So-
tech choices?
Y'shtola, definitely staple. That's a 3 of. The other 2 are 1-ofs each. The Noctis I found, it's a nice EX burst. The deck doesn't really run EX burst. Orphan is your only EX burst at this stage. So it's nice to have a hit and kill, but because it has that horrible land of text that ice cards have, that it has to be dull, you can't really get it off as much as you'd like. Sure, it's nice every now and then being a turn where you play a Shantoto, get back a Noctis and play a Noctis. But I just found it wasn't really coming to fruition as much, so that went down to 1. And the Terra, again, there's a lot of other good forms of discard, but honestly the really nice thing about the Terra is the dull crystal effect, because it's only a 7k, leaving it there as a potential blocker sometimes, you get the discard on entry, and actually doing the tap crystal effect to dull and freeze cycle at the end of your opponent's turn and
Yep.
draw a card and then drawing 2, because historically the deck, if you don't have the Physalis, doesn't have amazing draw power.
Well, of course, we've got this new cards, but Mono Ice obviously has some of the older powerhouses. You know, Physalis, Orphan, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
Rufus, and Lightning. If you had to pick one of them and just highlight it as a card that this deck can't survive without, which one would you go for?
I used to say 5 CP Physalis, but the more I play it, the more I'm leaning towards Y'shtola. It just has more applicable game states. As you saw in that game, like, it killed the Cloud before he could even... Like, you're saving Y'shtola for the turn that Teodor comes down, but then the Cloud comes down a turn early, and I'm like, I can't let that Cloud live.
No,
just
you can't.
Y'shtola now. So it's got, there are more... I find it's just there are more states of which it's useful than the Physalis. So for me, at the moment, that Y'shtola is getting up there. Funny enough, Lightning has always been actually quite low down the list, which I think people find surprising because it's like when it goes off, it's, you saw in that game, it's such a beast getting that extra point damage, and sometimes that has been the difference. But yeah, really, really cool. Loving the new cards. Yeah, it's just nice to see Mono Ice still repping.
Hey, we're killing it, we're killing it.
Yeah, exactly. I'll play that deck until the cows come home, until the game is dead.
Well, tell you what, you're my favourites. I hope you win tonight. I don't care about any of these other guys in the room. This man's going to smash it here. Right, we're going to send it to a quick break, guys, and we'll catch you with round 2 in a minute. Don't go anywhere.